Good morning, Gears. It is episode 7, I believe. I think we're on 7. I know my recording file says 8, but I never uploaded one of them, so yeah, we should be on 7. Welcome back. The content grind begins. It's been a while. You can tell I have to adjust like the armrests on my chair in order to get in the right comfortable position. For those of you who haven't seen when I streamed the other day, I am playing with a very odd thumbstick on my controller. This thumbstick, the black one, is exceptionally tall and domed rather than concave, which is what I'm used to. So don't expect any stellar gameplay out of me, but I missed this. Oh my, that Lancer was too strong actually. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. It's, I kind of dropped the ball at MLG San Diego, and it's not really my fault. It's more just because when I was there, so there's a new security policy. Oh. What? There's a new security policy at MLG because of the whole the tragedy in Jacksonville, and so now what they're doing is they're upping the bag searches and bag policies at MLG events. So at San Diego, we had to go through a metal detector like at airport. Oh, I swung that shot way too hard. Oh, I didn't shoot. Oh, I had to reload. I was jammed. Oh no, that's so tragic. We had to go through metal detectors, and we had it was a drawstring bag, but not like what you would normally think for a drawstring bag. It was like one of the drawstring bags where there was only one string, so it was more like a sack than like a backpack replacement. It was clear and plastic, and it was exceptionally small, and it was a pain in the ass to deal with. It was way too small for what we needed. For example, I could only fit my controller case, which I take my controller and my controller cable to events because in case one of the guys forgets theirs. Oh my god, getting pinched. And I could, something happened, they might break their controller or drop it or lose the cable, leave it at a station or something. Now at this event they had cables for us at all the stations, which was super nice. But regardless, I always feel like it's important for me to carry an extra, so to speak. Oh, I'm gonna die. And so I had that. I had my portable charger, which is a brick. It's like this black metal, just, I don't know, brick. And so I had that. I had the controller case. I had my headset. I had my earbuds. And I really just didn't have enough room in the bag for everything. So, I had taken both my point and shoot vlogging camera and my big vlogging camera, my DSLR, and I just couldn't figure out a way to successfully put everything in the bag, because the bag was literally this tall and this wide. I had my notebook that I forgot to mention, where I do our picks and bans and our prep for our matches. So I just had no room to carry a camera. I did put my point and shoot camera in the bag on Friday or Saturday, and it just, because I'm not grabbing it as frequently, it's in the bottom of the bag. I don't have room in my pockets because I was wearing the OpTic joggers and not cargo shorts. I'm glad that there's increased security. I feel like if they're letting media staff go through with backpacks and checking those, and they were making me pull everything out of my clear plastic bag anyways, my controller case, they would make me pull it out every time, open it, my camera case, my sunglasses case, it wasn't like they were like, oh, I can see it's in a clear plastic bag, so you're good. It was, oh, I can see everything's in the clear plastic bag, and now I'm gonna make you pull it out and empty it, or show that, you know, what's in it, which is fine. Again, like I am all about increased security, but I feel like there's probably a way to just fine tune it a little bit to where I can still have a backpack and still be able to carry, you know, all the stuff that I normally carry in the events. So I don't know. It definitely was nice feeling safe and secure after everything that's happened. But it was unfortunate that it's going to affect content, and especially because the money that I've invested in the cameras and the fact that, you know, those videos in particular do exceptionally well for me. They're usually my best videos is my event vlogs. And there's somebody over here. So, you know, it's I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I'm thankful for the security that MLG provided. I'm thankful for, you know, the fact that I can go to the event and not worry about a tragedy happening to me or my friends. But it was a little bit frustrating sometimes, just because like being forced to pull everything out of my bag defeats the purpose of having a small clear plastic bag, and that's more the part that like I didn't really enjoy or understand. But you know, it is what it is. It's better to be safe than sorry, and maybe it'll get fine-tuned for the next time. That my feedback would be just, you know, if people like pro teams are allowed to bring backpacks, and like, you know, the registered long-time pro teams, and maybe that's favoritism, but I mean, it could just be a perk of placing high, you know. I didn't get the shot off. I shouldn't have shot when I uppaid. But overall, the event was really fun. The event had some great parts of it that I really liked. For example, there were water, like, you know, those like water coolers that like are in offices. There were those spread throughout the venue. There was a place selling food inside the venue. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. There was a bar like they do at COD events, like a pro lounge, not a pro lounge, but like a VIP lounge, which was pretty cool. The only problem with that is there was several people, especially on Friday. There was one guy in particular who was pretty heavily intoxicated. I mean, you could smell alcohol on him if he got near you. You could see in the way he was acting, and you could hear it in his voice and his slurred speech. And he had a media pass, so he was technically allowed up on like the feature stations and stuff. But he walked between me and Mental at one point to take a picture of Explosive, and kept talking to Alex mid-match. And things like that are just, you know, he was a fan of ours, so I didn't want to like say anything. Like, he had come up earlier before he was drunk and like talked about how much he loved us and everything, but you know, there's just a point in where you're being disrespectful, and it's really shitty. I mean, like, that kind of stuff affects the match. Like, he's distracting Alex, he's distracting me. He had flash on his camera and was flashing in our faces, so it's like, luckily the referees caught onto it really quickly and started like shooing him off the stage, and he still kept trying to come on. Like, he was crawling up the stairs, like trying to be secretive and sneaky. It's just mind-blowing to me that there are people like that, but oh well. I mean, it is what it is. Again, the event overall was great. I don't know if I want to talk. I think I'm going to release a separate video where I talk more about like the matchups and like my thoughts, and you know, just like feelings about the different matches and going over what happened and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. If you're not already subscribed, please do, and make sure you have notifications turned on. These kids are annoying. Like, are you kidding me? I didn't hit a single pistol bullet there, but that, like, come on, it's a pub match. So yeah, if you want to hear me talk about the event and my thoughts or feelings about the event, you know, make sure you look out for that video. I think that overall, the event was super successful. The turnout was amazing, and I hope to see more events where they encourage like 2v2 community style matches, just to draw more people in. Because I think that was the most packed North American event we've ever had. Oh. Of course, my shot doesn't hit as hard as his. Now, I might sound and look a little bit more awake than I normally do for Good Morning Gears. You guys know that I always try to keep this... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I always try... Oh, my God. All right. That guy's a lord. I always try to keep these very, genuine. You know, it's... I try to wake up, make a cup of coffee, walk my dog, and record this, or, you know, some pattern of that. Unfortunately, for this one, I woke up, walked my dog, made my cup of coffee, sat down to record, started recording, found a match, and then the game, my internet went out, so I didn't actually get to go into a match, and it took like maybe 30 minutes for my internet to come back up, so I'm a little bit more awake than normal, and I apologize, because the goal is not to be disingenuous towards the series or the idea, but you know. Okay, that was a ridiculous headshot that I shouldn't have gotten. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. He choked. It's unfortunate. No, I misrolled. But yeah, I just want to explain that. So, talking about content this week, I've obviously been off the grind for a little bit, I guess you could say. I haven't been uploading that much. I haven't been uploading that much. I haven't been streaming that much. I streamed the other day, so it was more just because I was back in like, okay, we have an event coming up that needs to be my focus mode, and I think now that we're back from the event, we have an amazingly long time before the next event, so I'm not concerned. I don't have any other distractions really going on that's going to prevent me from uploading content. Look at this. These kids are getting angles. I have no teammates here. Yeah, probably. So you'll be seeing like the content grind begin back up. Of this video, by the time you're watching this is Monday. I did record some footage of the Gears, Combine by OpTic Gaming, so you'll see a little bit of like behind the scenes of that, plus some B-roll that my friends took my camera and shot that I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna start getting more into vlogging, not necessarily daily vlogging, but frequent vlogging. I invested into a GoPro Hero 7 Black. Oh, I'm insanely dead. Yeah, I misrolled twice. I missed all my shots. I invested into a GoPro Hero 7 Black. So for the next Gears of War event, if they have the same bag policy and nothing's changed, a GoPro Hero 7 Black can shoot in 4K 60 FPS. I'll probably shoot in 1440 at 26 or 25 for FPS, 24 FPS, whatever that cinematic one is. I was listening to Roger's suggestions, so you know, if my quality looks bad, blame Roger. So that's my plan, is to start using that as my daily vlogging camera. Not daily, so you get... That's annoying. I didn't realize that kid was there. I thought he would be there, but I didn't see him or hear him, which is weird. The other cool thing about the GoPro is I can get a little adapter and plug an external microphone into it. So not only is it smaller and higher quality than my point and shoot vlogging camera, but it can also have really good audio quality. And the microphones aren't like the default ones aren't bad. They're about the same quality as my point and shoot. So that's kind of like all the good sides of it. I'm gonna trade in my point and shoot vlogging camera so that I can like, you know, kind of compensate the purchase costs. The camera was about $400 I think, plus some like attachments, so maybe 500 total. And why is okay? Teammate, stop capping our home kill. I was about to be pissed. Hey, we got a round. So I'm gonna start using that, and I've experimented like a long time ago. For those of you who've been around the YouTube channel for a while, and I only uploaded one episode of the series, but it was a point of view camera from a GoPro that I had strapped to my chest at the season 1 Mexico, the one that we lost to Envy, and it wasn't that good. Plus we lost the event, and so I got all like, I don't know, like suspicious, or not suspicious, superstitious about like, oh, if I had the camera strapped to my chest and we lost, and not having the camera strapped to my chest means we'll win, right? So I started, I stopped using that GoPro, and honestly, like the quality wasn't great because it was just like it was the one that my friend got me, and the quality was okay, but it just wasn't what I was really looking for. Oh my. Yeah, I misrolled. That's unfortunate. Good luck, teammate. And that's going to be the round. Look at them. They're splitting like it's 100K is on the line. It's craziness. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to start vlogging with it a little bit more like regularly, just to kind of get practice with it. I really want to learn more about vlogging and how I can do better. Just like more dynamic shots, more like different, you know, angles and things like that. I don't know. It should be interesting. It should be an interesting learning experience. So that's something that you can expect coming up in the not so distant future. Obviously we've got, you know, some gameplay videos now that season 5 has started. I'm waiting for 2v2 mid boxes to come out. So I think that's going to consume a lot of my life. And then in the future, I know like a lot of you guys, I'm going to redo some tutorials that I have on my channel, including like the wall bounce tutorial and my aim tutorial. Well, at least especially the wall bounce tutorial, just because I feel like that one is the one that's more relevant. I was going to wait until I had help from one of my players, but I feel like if I want to get it out in a like time efficient manner, I don't really have time to wait for like one of them to be available. And the one I'd want to help me is Summons, because that dude's a freak with wall bouncing. Okay, can somebody else hit like any of them, please? Oh, my teammate ran. Cool. Oh, damn, I didn't realize I had 16 kills. I've been turning up, baby. Imagine. So yeah, 2v2 is going to be a big thing. And then honestly, guys, like, so what I was getting ready to say, Blackout was a big part of, I mean, Gears of War is a big part of my YouTube channel. Blackout, when that comes out, I'm telling you guys now, it's going to consume my life. That game was just the most fun I've had playing a video game in a long time. It's the first BR game that really felt balanced and fair, and that was in beta. Holy shit, I just need to hit a shot.
Yeah, I thought you'd be able to crawl faster.
And then in terms of everything else going on, it's not a whole lot. I mean, we've got announced from the Gears of War, I guess the Gears esports, what the future for the next couple months is going to look like for Gears esports. So we see that in November there's going to be like a charity event that is a mixture of, let's see, a mixture of like try hard invitational on top of being charity. I don't know the full details of it. All I know is from their post, they said that they're going to basically have a $200,000 prize pool is what I think I saw, and from that prize pool 50% goes to the teams and 50% goes to a charity of the choice of the team. So kind of reminds me of like those charity golf tournaments, like that kind of structure. Whether that will happen or not, are exactly that way. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's that way. It'd be cool to like be able to elect your own charity and then, you know, apply the prize money to said charity. But you know, there's not full details of it, so it's hard to really say one way or another. But I think overall it should be super interesting because that's something so different for Gears. Gears has never really been, at least as far as I know, like a charity-driven thing, and I think that's going to be something that really sets us apart from other console esports if we do that more regularly. I like the idea of it. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. The other part of that announcement, or two parts, is we know that the next major event will be Mexico City in February, I believe, which that's a long way away, but you know, it's a long way away, but it should, with the charity event and that charity event actually having prize money, it should not feel too long. I mean, 4 months is a long time, but you know, it is what it is. The other cool part of it is we are going to get new maps added to the pro circuit, which I've been thinking needed to happen for a long time. So the fact that they're actually doing it and now feels like the perfect time to do it, I think it's just really a good opportunity, you know, for the circuit to kind of add more diversity to, I guess, the structure without adding a new game mode. I think adding a new game mode might be too difficult to do this late on. But I think adding new maps, it keeps it familiar enough so that people aren't confused. People who've been watching Gears esports for a long time but might not play the game. But it is not, it's not, let's see, how should I word it? It's not boring, I guess. I don't know what the right way to word it. Like, adding 2 maps should be exciting. I think it has the possibility of changing the pick and ban strategy, especially if they keep pick and bans the same. Because right now on LAN it goes Team A picks, Team B. I mean, sorry, Team A bans, Team B bans, Team A picks, Team B picks, Team A bans, Team B bans, and that leaves you 1 map. So if there are 9 maps, which they said they wanted to add 2, then that means there are 3 maps left at the end of it, which, you know, a lot of teams have their auto bans or whatever. So if you have 3 maps less, it really changes the dynamic of how matchups are going to, you know, like us, for example, most of New Orleans, we banned Forge. Just because we weren't worried about, like, it wasn't our auto ban. We were ready to play other maps and we were ready to play Forge. But if, you know, if we're gonna ban a map that we don't want to play a team on, which a lot of teams know that like they're better than us on Forge, or a lot of the teams we played were even just good on Forge, then it made sense for us to ban it. But if there's gonna be 3 maps left, and say we're bad on another one of those maps, or we know a team's really good on one of those maps, then that adds like a whole nother level. Sorry, I'm trying to. Ah, he hits that. Okay, well played. That is a whole nother, like, oh shit, like, what do we do? Like, we have to be good. It forces teams to put more time in and more practice in, which I'm looking forward to. I think that adding 2 more maps, I don't think that they need to remove any. I would like to see Lift, Apex, if it plays well for Escalation, replace regular Lift. But that's kind of like a personal preference thing and not based on any, like, evidence that Lift Apex is a better map. Here's somebody else, I just can't tell where. Oh, found him. Good job, teammate. And then the last announcement of part of that was they're reducing the pro points by 95% across the whole thing. And I think the purpose of that is to balance out and make the 2Ks worth. Damn, I stepped out of the hill. Make the 2Ks worth something again. I think like a lot of people stopped signing up for 2Ks. People didn't feel like there was a whole lot of a point. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I feel like people didn't think there was a whole lot of a point for I feel like that's not worded correctly, but the 2Ks, you know, like the points didn't matter because you weren't going to catch up to the top teams. It might matter a little bit for like the lower tier teams that are like right on the cusp of being pool play versus open bracket. But overall, I feel like people didn't feel like they mattered as much as they should. Same with like the pro point or pro circuit ladder or whatever that's called. I feel like people just didn't think it mattered. And like I know like pro teams don't play it, don't think it matters. So, ooh, I might have to clutch up here. Oh, I rolled. Oh, that's so unfortunate, and we lost our home. So the resetting by 95% across all of it, like we'll still have #1 seed, but I think we'll have significantly less points than we used to, which means that the 2K, like, you know, if we lost 2 2Ks to Ghost or somebody like a team that was super close to us, then we're no longer going to be #1 seed. Now I don't know if that applies to the grandfathering of teams from, like, you know, if you take first place in San Diego, you're automatically first seed, because I know that was a rule somewhere, I believe, but I don't know how. At least I heard that was a rule somewhere. I don't remember exactly. Oh my lord, that is a 5 mid strat. Oh, I misrolled. Oh my. What? Okay. That was a bad boom. Damn. I thought I could probably get around that up A. They would miss, but they hit that shot. So the cool thing about that is, like, obviously sucks. Like, it hurts teams like us more than, like, you know, we'd prefer. But realistically, we're confident that we can do well in 2Ks at this point. So I don't see us not having #1 seed in like, you know, whatever the next event would be. Mexico, I guess. I mean, 4 months is a lot of 2Ks, but I think we're pretty confident in our ability to, like, perform well in 2Ks at this point. So we'll see what happens. You know, the cool thing is it puts like a little bit more pressure and fun. Oh my, on the 2Ks rather than just being like, we gotta play the 2K today. And I think maybe it'll make teams try a little harder or respect 2Ks a little bit more. You know, this is obviously like a lot of speculation, but I can see the purpose behind them doing it. And plus, if they're adding new maps, like there's that map playtest tournament, that should be super interesting as well. And then if new maps get added into the 2Ks. Yeah, that's your problem now, buddy. Oh, cool. I missed. I need help. It's still, like, even though it's not that early in the morning, it's like 11:30 or something, it's still too early to try this hard and probably lose. Whatever, we got a new boom. That's good, I suppose. We're losing our home, so that's not good. Overall, the only other thing that's kind of been major that's happened recently is, I don't know if you guys could tell at this point in the video by the Lancer on my back, but I got I got promoted by Gears of War. Not promoted in like a sense of like a job, but promoted like advertising promotion. Oh my. I'm hitting shots right now. In their museum of, hold on, I don't wanna misspeak on this. Their museum of something. Museum of Community Glory. I think that that's a super cool honor. They linked 2 of my videos, and it just, I don't know. I never thought that, like, I always liked creating content for you know, Gears of War. I always enjoyed it. I never did it to, I guess, like, reap benefits of it. I did it, I mean, obviously, like, you know, extra money helps, and, you know, I think that Gears of War needs content. I think that helps bring attention to my team. So in a way I did, but not like personal benefits. So seeing something like that happen, just because people are recognizing and appreciating like what I'm doing, it's super awesome to see. So the reason I was saying, if you haven't noticed it by now, is because on my, on my back is the Coalition like Commendation Lancer, which is like this really cool black and gold Lancer. And yeah, it's awesome. I mean, you know, it would have been a little cooler if it was, you know, like Blood Moon Imago or something like that, but you know, the Lancer is actually really sick. And I know it's like a really exclusive club to have it. Look at that, it's just cool looking. So the fact that I'm part of that, it just, you know, it's like I said, it's cool to know that they're appreciating and recognizing what I'm doing. You know, it wasn't like something where I applied or was like, hey, you know, look at this, look at me. It was just something that they saw, they recognized, and they appreciated, and this is their way of kind of giving a little love back, which is awesome to see. And it, you know, it just makes you kind of get like reaffirmation that, you know, you're doing something right, I guess. Why would you smoke me? Smoke the hill. So yeah, you know, and so I've thrown it on both my loadouts, both for COG and Swarm. I've been using it, and you know, I haven't gotten any comments on it, but it's, I think I would like to see the gold a little bit brighter, but you know, it's still really cool regardless. Yeah, I missed that second shot. I should have held that second shot. That would have been a better play from me. Oh, this game feels like it's taking forever. I'm 35 minutes into this video and we're still going. Well, this might not be exactly the 35, because, you know, there'll be stuff early on that I'd have to cut. So let's say 30 minutes. I'm still 30 minutes in and it's 5 to 4. Maybe this will be a 2-parter. Good morning, Gears. So I always ask this from, you know, my community, you guys, you know, the people watching these videos, but what would you like to see from my YouTube channel? Like, what kind of content, what kind of videos? Oh my, he had a boom and I didn't know it. What kind of content, what kind of videos would you like to see? Obviously, like I've talked about, I want to redo my tutorial videos, make them more updated, better quality, because like that wall bounce tutorial is ass. I want to maybe do some other tutorials, you know, more like tricks of the trade kind of stuff. This could be a problem. All right, well, we lose. Couldn't hold it. Just couldn't hold it for like another 10 seconds. So, you know, it is what it is. I think I lost my train of thought, and now I'm gonna keep acting like I know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I got distracted by trying to clutch up right there. The pressure was on and I dropped the ball. Let's just make it a really explosive map, no pun intended, and just put lots of blowing up weapons. I actually completely forget what I was talking about, which kind of sucks. Oh yeah, content. So yeah, what kind of content would you guys like to see from my channel? If you can put something in the comments down below, you know, video ideas, and I don't mean that to like steal your video ideas, like, but just things that you would like to see, like knowing me, knowing my personality. Obviously Blackout content is going to come, whether you like it or not. I missed. Blackout content is going to be on its way once that game comes out. Hitman 2, when that game comes out, like I know a lot of you didn't watch my Hitman videos, but I absolutely love Hitman. So, you know, you're gonna have to deal with it. Why are we not pressing their home? Missed. Can we please get in the hill? So we lost E when I left E, and we have nobody on our home. You guys are something special, you know? And that boom shot was something special. Guess I'll defend our home. I'm gonna defend our home and then push to E. Which means that we'll lose somewhere on the map. Oh, he was there. I was looking there and I rolled. If I hadn't rolled, I would have been able to. That's annoying. So, you know, I'm running out of things to say, man. Why is this? This match is taking so long that I'm actually running out of things to say because I want to talk about San Diego in another video. That's unfortunate. This is why we need more content ideas, so I have more things to talk about and do. You know? That's why if you guys leave a comment down below telling me a good content idea. Alright, there's 2 people here because somebody yelled, "Smoke!" And he one-shots me. What a god. What a great player. Absolute phenom of talent right there. Honestly, I'm fine if we don't win this round because I want this video to be over with. I mean, I'm not gonna throw, but if my teammates do, I wouldn't be upset. No, I'm doing my best here. Of course, we kill everything. I'm just gonna go to E. It's weird because I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I still feel like there's not a whole lot to like talk about or bring up. Damn, we're really gonna go to another round, huh? I feel like there's not like a whole lot to bring up or talk about. Okay. Took like, I was getting like not bombarded, but I was getting a lot of text messages, and so I took a second between rounds to read those. It is really 6-5. This is way too try, and they've removed my torque bow. Assholes. See, so that right there, if you guys saw, I started lancering at the blue. I saw the blue and I thought it was a cog character. They have a rule on land that you can't use blue weapons when you're swarm. Pretty much to prevent things like that. This is gonna go like off to the races. Okay. I'm just gonna hold like a little bit of a setup here. We really need to like just, I don't know, win this. Can we please get in the hill? A little bit early, but you know, it is what it is. At least we got the hill broke. I'm trying so hard right now. All right, that should be a round. Clean round win from the boys in red. One more. Hopefully, like hopefully you guys don't have 40-minute commutes to work where you're listening to this, because I would honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I fully recognize that after about 25 minutes into this video, the conversation died down, and that's just simply because I don't have that many things to talk about. I've covered the content. I've covered as much about San Diego as I'm willing to cover in this video because I want to do it in another video. I've talked about like the Gears of War announcements. I've talked about like the stuff from the coalition and like the honor that they gave me. I don't know what else there is. Talked about vlogging. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run to their home. Pray to God my team captures our home, because they haven't yet. And by the looks of it, they're not going to. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying that they planted a shock. If we're gonna go to round 13 and lose because of a planted shock grenade, I'm actually gonna be pretty mad. I should have checked. I should have moved sooner. I also don't know why we're not capturing our hill off the initial, or how we're losing the initial if they're capturing theirs. Good news is, no, oh, they're on E. You're not gonna make it in time. That's game. Oh, maybe not game. That's game. Crazy. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for this episode of Good Morning Gears. I'm sorry that the conversation got really diluted. I didn't expect a match to go 7-6, but if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Again, let me know in the comments down below what kind of content you'd like to see on this channel. And as always, I appreciate your guys' support. Make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, and I will see you all in the next video.